Hey everyone, I'm Andrea, and I am going to be doing a this or that book tag because I was tagged by OneMoreSouthernBelle. And as you can see, I am out in the middle of the woods actually. I am up at my cabin. I have a cabin that is in the woods, and right now I'm sitting at a deck in the middle of the woods that my dad had made. And it's really nice outside. The weather's starting to change from summer to fall, and it gets really nice up here. So I'm just outside enjoying the weather. So on to the tag. Number 1, audio or book in hand. And I would have to say definitely book in hand. I kind of have a hard time concentrating, so I have to have the book actually in my hands, something that I'm reading, so that I'm actually taking part in what I'm doing instead of just sitting there listening, because then my mind wanders all over the place and I can't really concentrate. So definitely book in hand. And number 2, soft cover or hard cover. And I guess I'd have to say soft cover, really depending on how big the book is, but usually soft cover is better because then it's not as heavy when you're trying to read it. Number 3 is fiction or non-fiction, and I guess I'd have to say I lean more towards fiction, although I really like reading books on like how to write, how to be a better writer, things like that. Number 4, fantasy or real life issues. I guess I really have to say both. I don't really have a like one that I really like over the other. I really like reading about real life issues, and I like reading about fantasy issues. Number 5, Harry Potter or Twilight. Actually, I haven't exactly read the Harry Potter or Twilight books. I have seen the movies. Well, I've seen the Harry Potter movies, and I saw the first 2 Twilight movies, and if I had to choose from that, I'd say definitely Harry Potter. I didn't really enjoy the Twilight movies. I only watched the second one because I was hoping that maybe it would be better than the first, and I didn't really think it was. But I have been thinking about reading the books. I really like stories that have love triangles in them, so I think maybe I would like the books. I'm not sure, but I think I probably will give the books a try. Number 6 is Kindle, iPad, or other. And I have a Kindle. This is my Kindle here. I have the Kindle keyboard. And I also have my iPad. And I had the Kindle keyboard before I got my iPad. And when I was thinking about getting my iPad, I was thinking that I would use that to replace my Kindle. But after I got my iPad and tried reading on it, I soon realized I like the Kindle a whole lot better for reading. And the reason is that after a while holding the iPad when you're reading, it gets pretty heavy. I don't know if you know how many of you have held an iPad before. Even though it looks kind of thin, it does get kind of heavy. And the Kindle keyboard is really light, and so I like this a lot better. Also, I really like the screen better. It's more of, like you're looking at an actual book than a lit up screen, and I really like that, over the iPad. So I'd have to say definitely the Kindle. Number 7 is borrow or buy. And I kind of like, it kind of depends. I like to borrow because I like to be able to try and save money and not, spend a lot of money on books. But if I can't find the book at the library, or I don't know anybody who has the book, then I will buy it. And if I really enjoy a book, I'll probably buy it, but I think I'd rather buy it on my Kindle than an actual book, and the reason is that I really don't have very much room. I have in my bedroom for books. I don't have space for a bookshelf, and I have my books in lots of different places in my room, and so I really don't have any space for books, so I usually, get them from the library because then I can return them, or if I buy a book, I will buy it on my Kindle, and that way I have all my books in one spot. I take them all with me wherever I go. Number 8 is bookstore or online. I really enjoy going to bookstores. I like being able to browse and look around at different things. But I also like the convenience of buying online, especially if I'm buying for my Kindle, because, sorry, there's a mosquito flying around my face. I like that because it just downloads right to the Kindle. You hit buy and then it's automatically there, and then I can just start reading it right away, and I don't have to worry about driving out to the bookstore and getting the book, or I don't have to worry about buying online and then having to wait like a week or so for the book to arrive. I can just buy it right away. Okay, so number 9, tell me one time or a total trilogy. I actually don't really read trilogies or series that often. Usually the books that I read are just one-time books. But if I really like the book and then I find out it has a sequel or there's a trilogy or something like that, then I'll go ahead and read the next one. 10. Monster read or short and sweet. I usually like ones that are shorter, just because I do have a hard time concentrating um, on reading sometimes. And also, I'd really like to be able to read other books, so if they're shorter, then I have more time for reading. 11. Starry-eyed romance or full of action. Definitely romance. I love to write romance. I love to read romance. So I do like action stories, but I think I like action stories more in movies, in television. Something I'm watching, I guess. But I really love to read romances. Number 12. Curl up in your snuggie or bathe in the sun. I don't have a snuggie, but I guess most of the times I'm reading indoors in my bed or my chair in my room. If I'm gonna read outside, I'd like it to be the fall time because I don't like being outside during the summer. One reason is in the town I live in, it's not a good idea to go outside during the summer because there are mosquitoes everywhere all summer long, and it's really hot and it's really humid all summer, so it's really no fun being outside during the summer. So definitely indoors during the summer and then outside during the fall. Number 13, hot chocolate or latte. I don't drink coffee, so definitely hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. I love drinking it during the winter and it's real cold outside. And number 14, read the review or decide for yourself. I think I'm definitely leaning towards deciding for myself. I've read reviews before that have been really negative, and then I've decided to read the book, and I really love the book, and I don't really like to read the reviews before I read the book because then it might change my perspective on the book or how I see the book, and then I might go into it with maybe like a negative, point of view or something, and then, so I don't like to, judge the book unfairly before I read it. So I'll read it and then decide for myself, and then I might, go through and look at other people's reviews and see what they thought of the book as well. So that's all the questions. Thanks so much, OneMoreSouthernBelle, for tagging me. It was a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.